Hello students, welcome to La Excellence IAS Kalam program, Season 2, Episode 25. This is a GS Mains answer writing initiative and we will be continuing this season for about 50 episodes. Let us look at today's question. The question says, explain the strategies required for the conservation of one-horned rhinoceros of India amid the COVID-19 lockdown. The question is from General Studies Paper 3 from the Environment section and from the topic of conservation efforts. If we look at the context in which this question is asked, you all are aware that there are certain reports coming up in the newspapers that poaching for one-horned rhinoceros has increased in the recent times after the announcement of lockdown to prevent the spread of COVID-19. Okay, poaching has increased. Why has poaching increased? There are 2 or 3 reasons for it. First and foremost, there used to be a local network of people who used to be acting as informers to the concerned authorities whenever suspicious activities of certain persons are happening in the protected areas. Okay, there used to be local networks of people who used to inform the authorities. Such people, such local networks are not available now because of lockdown. Also, there are rumors coming up that the one-horned rhinoceros can be used as a Chinese traditional medicine for COVID-19. This is making the poachers try to explore opportunities so that they could benefit hugely by poaching one-horned rhinoceros and selling their parts. Okay, so in this context, this question has been asked as to look out for the strategies which are required for the conservation of one-horned rhinoceros of India. If you look at the value addition points, we can write in this answer. Some of the value addition points for any animal that we are discussing in the conservation efforts will be their distribution patterns. Where are they distributed? For example, one-horned rhino, 90% is the 90% of the population is within India and it is found in the Terai grasslands. Other value addition could be its IUCN conservation status. For example, one-horned rhino is placed in vulnerable category. Then, a knowledge about use of the body parts for various reasons. Why poaching is done. If you take the case of elephants, their tusks are poached because they have decorative value. Okay, it has high ivory content if I am not wrong, and they are poached. And here in case of one-horned rhinos, they are poached for their horns because they are used in the Chinese traditional medicine, and in the present context there are rumors that these can be used in the treatment of COVID-19 also, and as a result poaching has increased. Other than this, are there any policies already existing? For example, we have got Vision Rhino 2020, which is to increase the rhinoceros count from 2000 to 3000 by 2020. It has started in 2005. We also have a national rhino conservation strategy in which India and Nepal together have designated areas which are continuous. Okay, India and Nepal share a border, you all are aware. At this border there are areas of rhinoceros that are continuous, and these both countries have decided to make use of same protocol for conservation of rhinos. This is a national rhino conservation strategy. So these are some of the value addition points that you can write in this answer. Coming to what is to be avoided while writing this answer, I think the question is being specific about COVID-19, so you can avoid the general reasons for poaching as well as the other threats that are there for the animal. For example, in case of rhinos, the habitats are overburdened. That is one of the reasons why Vision Rhino 2020 was taken up, wherein relocations were planned for rhinoceros to be distributed among 7 national parks in Assam. Okay, so Vision Rhino 2020 has a plan of relocations because their habitats have become overburdened. But these things are important for rhinos but not necessarily they are associated with COVID-19 lockdown. And so you can avoid these points while writing the answer. Now let us look at how to approach this answer in the introduction, body and conclusion format. How are we going to start the introduction? He has asked us about one-horned rhinos. So you can write about what are one-horned rhinos, what is their IUCN status, just as we discussed in the value addition points, and what is its distribution. So simple introduction about the rhinoceros, where are they distributed and what is their IUCN status could be written in the introduction. Coming to the body part, though he is asking about the strategies required, you will have to give a background of why the strategies are required. Only then you can address the reasons. Okay, so I think it is better to divide the body into two parts. First part, writing the reasons for increased poaching, and in the second part, writing about the measures. Okay, even in the measures we can write about the existing measures that are there for preservation of one-horned rhinos, and then we can write about newer measures that could be taken. Always remember, whenever you are suggesting measures, it is better to make use of the current technologies that are available. Try to incorporate technologies whenever you are suggesting measures. In the conclusion, you could tell about the importance of rhinoceros. What is the importance? See, it is distributed majorly in India. 90% of the population is in India. So India has a major role in promoting its population. Also, you can write some good quotes on environment in the conclusion that will give a lot of value addition to your answer. Any quote for environment or for the biodiversity. Now let us look at a sample answer. So this person writes, one-horned rhinoceros or great Indian rhino is a wild animal placed in vulnerable status of IUCN categories. So he is writing the IUCN status, and then he writes 90% of the population of one-horned rhinos is in India. Both the points we have discussed, and he is writing a general introduction about one-horned rhino. Here if you see, he has drawn a diagram and described it as distribution of one-horned rhinoceros. He has drawn the distribution of one-horned rhinos in the northern part of India. Where is it distributed? In the Assam region, northern Bengal, northern parts of Bihar and Uttar Pradesh, and also in some areas of Pakistan, Nepal, Bhutan and Bangladesh. Okay, so he has drawn a simple diagram in the introduction. I think this is a decent introduction, simple introduction. Then he is writing threat due to COVID-19. Just as we discussed that in the body part we will write about reasons for increased poaching. He is here writing about the threat due to COVID-19. What does he write? He is writing lockdown here and rumors of China trying to use the parts in traditional medicine to fight COVID-19. Okay. In lockdown, he is writing decrease in networks of people who tipped authorities regarding suspicious activity are locked down. So both these things are encouraging poachers to try their luck. The same things whatever I have told you, why the poaching has increased in COVID-19, he has put it in a good flowchart format, and I think it is good enough. Try to make a habit of drawing such flowcharts whenever you are reading, so that in the final exam when you are writing your answers, it should come automatically. You should not think about where to insert the flowchart. So make a habit whenever you are reading to draw such flowcharts or diagrams wherever possible. Let us see what he writes further. He is here writing about the measures to be taken amid COVID-19 lockdown. He is writing strengthening the rhino protection force. What is rhino protection force? It is a force which is drawn from National Tiger Conservation Authority. It has recommended the formation of this rhino protection force because the rhinos were at risk of decreasing. Okay, as a result, the National Tiger Conservation Authority has proposed setting up of this force, and so he is writing that we have to strengthen this rhino protection force. He's also written increasing the patrolling due to decreased community informers. So he's linking it here to the reason what he has written earlier. Then he writes RODIS. RODIS is Rhino DNA Indexing Systems. DNA profiling of all rhinos should be used as a sure shot evidence against wildlife criminals. This is a project which has already been started in 2014. Okay, he says that this should be used as a sure shot evidence against wildlife criminals so that it will deter them from performing the crime. Then he is writing geotagging and use of technology to identify any suspicious activity to take early action. Geotagging, he is telling. You all are aware that the corona patients are now being geotagged. Their movements are being tracked. So such thing can be used with rhinos so that any suspicious, that is slowing down of movement or any suspicious activity can be recorded so as to take early action. That is what he is writing here. And then he writes control of grey markets of sale of products from animals. Yes, here he is talking about control of the markets. See, if there is no demand, there will be no poaching at all. Is it or not? So, if we are controlling the markets where sale of products is happening, automatically the poaching will reduce. Then he is telling control of rumors. I think this is rumors about current use in Chinese medicine, that is in COVID-19. One-horned rhino, from the past also it has been poached for its use in Chinese medicine, but in the current context, he is telling we have to control that rumor that it is useful in treatment of COVID-19. Let us see what he writes further. He writes Kaziranga National Park, which hosts around 68% of one-horned rhinos, has witnessed increased poaching activities amidst COVID-19 lockdown. So here he is writing the context of increased poaching amidst COVID-19 lockdown, and so measures are needed to control it as we aim to increase the population under Rhino Vision 2020. Here he is trying to bring in one of the already existing policies, Rhino Vision 2020, and its aim to increase the population. You all are aware, so he is just trying to incorporate it. It is an average conclusion, I feel. However, it is a relevant and simple conclusion. If we analyze the entire answer, it is a good enough answer with a decent introduction. He has drawn a diagram here, and then he has written a simple introduction, and then he has described about the threat due to COVID-19 just as we discussed, and then he went on writing about the measures. In the measures also, he has written about the already taken measures, for example Rhino Protection Force as well as RODIS, and he has tried to use the technology component, and he has tried to address whatever the problems that he has mentioned in the threat due to COVID-19 part, and then he has written a simple conclusion. It's overall a good enough answer. Let us all come to the end of our discussion. Before ending, I would like to give you all a task regarding the biodiversity conservation strategies that are existent in India. Make a short note around 250 words so that you will have to write only the value addition points from the newspapers just before your mains. Okay, let us all meet again tomorrow. Thank you.